All right, all right. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. This is the artist Andrew speaking, and we are live streaming. And once again, you are joining us for the Hero Hour. All right, we're ready to go. And I'm on time, too. Heaven forbid. I did send out some invites. We'll see who's able to join, if anybody can join. Otherwise, we're just going to draw, talk comics, and, the normal spiel. But I came to a realization, not last night. Yeah, was it last night? I forgot already. But remember how I had started working on this pinup idea, which was supposed to be a double-page spread, and it's still going to be a double-page spread, but it might be more than a double-page spread when I'm done, because I got an idea to maybe make it a little bit bigger. Yes, I know. Sounds good, right? Well, needless to say, I think I've decided how I want to set the page up, or at least one of the pages, and I'm going to continue working on that this evening. I've decided to go full on, since Crom is a Conan-inspired character. I'm going to go full. Ow! Cat, get off my printer! Dummy, get off my printer! All right, there we go. Planning on going all full on sexy with some of the characters. So, but I got a sketch idea that I'm going to work on, and we'll see how that goes. One of the ideas that I have is have one of the characters like standing in front of Crom, like kind of in a really sexy pose, and Crom's in front of her, and then behind them are more of the cat characters. And there may be something else behind him as well. But what I'm working on is the one that's standing in front of him. And we'll see how this works out. I actually already did one sketch, and I was happy with it. And now it's just a matter of doing it again and making it better. Oh, these backboards are killing me tonight. Oh, so I hope everybody's having a good Friday. Mine was actually pretty good. Work kept me busy this entire week, and I am so glad it is Friday. I haven't wanted a Friday this bad since last Friday. I had some important family stuff I had to do, and I took care of that, so I'm very happy that that's now done. Now my mother-in-law can quit harping on me. And this weekend is another weekend at the store, which is always fun, for me at least. This is this pose is a little bit off from what I originally planned, so I may have to modify it a little bit. Oh, that's right. This leg actually goes this way. And this leg kind of goes this way. So that's right. Now I've been debating because these particular characters, I had thought about doing an Egyptian motif to them, to their costumes, and basing it on Egyptian warriors. And I did one sketch that I liked of an Egyptian warrior costume, and I don't know how it's going to work out with this one, but we'll see. She's kind of leaning forward. She's got her butt up in the air, as you can see. and she's going to be holding like a sword or a. I'm not sure what when I was doing some research looking at Egyptian warriors, I was looking at a lot of not fan art, but a lot of role-playing game art, and there was this one particular type of sword where it comes out at an angle and then it curves up, kind of like a scimitar, I think is the name of it, but it's not a scimitar. I know I'm saying that wrong, but yeah. The cat ears. Part of me. Okay, so when I was doing the Egyptian warrior design, they had like these skirts on. But if I do a skirt, it kind of de-emphasizes her butt, and I kind of like her butt, you know. Yes, I'm a butt man. There you go. How about that? Avery would be yelling at me right now if he was here. Don't tell people that. That's gross and disgusting. But oh well. Nobody's here. Just me. And when I record this, or when I speed up this video, of course I take out the audio, so I can get away with saying whatever I want right now. Now, one of the things I'm thinking about doing for the setup with this character is I may blow it up so that this is like the only part you see, because she's going to be like really right in the front of the picture, and then Crom's going to be right here in front of her, like looking at her. I originally was going to use, where is it? I had a Crom sketch. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. I was going to use this one, but I think I'm going to do a variation on that one. Oh, and this was my original layout I did, which I kind of like this battle ready pose, but it's not sexy, you know. And this one kind of gives a little bit more sex appeal to the pose. So the character is going to have a collar, and the front of the outfit is going to come down like this, connected to the, you know, but there's nothing going to be on her back. Her back's, well, actually, I'm not sure. Originally, the characters had, like I said, that skirt, but I really can't do a skirt with a tail. So,
Yes, you can.
It's not helping. So this will be the piece in the front. Maybe do a piece in the back. I haven't decided just yet. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to share on Twitter. Actually, that shouldn't be an issue today because of my... Oh, just to give you guys an idea of how long this week was. I have a spreadsheet that I keep that is a calendar. It's my YouTube calendar, and I keep track of all the videos I put up, and I have 4 sections for videos. There's the 10 o'clock, the 2 o'clock, the 6 o'clock, and then the live stream. So I usually try to release my videos at certain times, and I have the spreadsheet set up so that I can keep track of how many go each day and so forth. And I was so out of it that I had completely forgot that today was Friday, and I had no videos that went out today at all. It's not like I don't have. I have stuff I could put out. I just forgot to schedule a single video. So, needless to say, everybody should have gotten the notifications. So, for the live stream. The fact nobody's here is kind of weird. But that's okay. It is Friday. I would expect everybody to be spending time with their family. their wives and children if they have them, and that type of thing. Oh, didn't I have some type of gauntlet type of, yeah. There we go. And she's got a belt. I hate to say it, she's probably going to be... Yeah, I'm not too comfortable with making her completely naked. So she won't be completely naked. I'll have to figure out how exactly that'll work, but you get the idea. All right. What I might do is put this arm maybe on her hip. Actually, if there was going to be an arm on a hip, it would be this arm here. So maybe I'll switch these arms around and have the sword going this way. Because of this, with her hip jutting out this way, that would be where you would put your arm. So I may end up switching the arms around. But yeah, you get the idea. Most likely she'll have this shirt where all the characters have the unifying shirt. Yeah, it's probably what I'll do to keep it a little bit safe. Oh, hey, Blue Samurai. Says just joined in. Is there a purpose to the two angles in the blade? Yeah, I was trying to come up with an idea for the costumes for the cat fighter characters, and I started thinking about cats in Egypt. So I did some research on Egyptian warriors. A lot of it was based on like role-playing games and all, but I saw a lot of the Egyptian warriors having these swords that had this angle in it, and I'm not sure if there's a specific. I think it's like maybe a different type of scimitar or something like that, but that's kind of what I was going for. I kind of liked it, so that's why the blade has that crazy angle in it. But all right, I think I will switch the arms around. Have this arm holding up the blade, and this arm doing sitting on her hip. So that'll work out better. I think that'll make more sense, because I think the arm just hanging down here, so show her claws would be kind of good. But I don't know. I'm trying to go for. Ooh, this leg is really, really off. I may have to redo this leg a little bit. Might have to come in a little bit more, or go out a little bit more. All right, I still have to play with it. But next thing I want to do is work on the sketch of her Crom. This was like I said, this was the original one I was going to go with. I may still go with this. I still like it. Let me see if we can add a little bit more to it. Gotta love old backboards. I got a lot of them this evening because I picked up some new comics. So I got a lot of old backboards to play around with. Imagine him holding some weapon here. Originally, I thought it was going to be an axe. It might be a sword. Maybe. Well, it could go either way. Type of thing. Now, what really stinks is what I normally do with these things is I'll scan in each of these pieces and then I'll put them into Photoshop and lay everything out in Photoshop, and then I'll print them out and then blow them up so that it's the size I need. I don't have my my printer right now. I lent my printer to my daughter. She hasn't brought it back yet, which is all right. It's not a big deal, but it just means I can't print anything. All right, we'll see about that. And let me add some legs down here. Let me stick this here just so I can keep this where I need it. Yeah, one of the other things I decided to do with Crom and his world is instead of doing the legs like I do with Hero, where the legs come down, back, and forward, is maybe the animals have mutated. I don't know. I'm not sure I actually like that. See, here's the advantage. When you don't like it, you throw away the board and you grab another one. Oh, hey, Todd's here. Let me bring him in real quick. What up, homie?
What up, brother?
How's it going?
Good. What are you drawing?
I'm working on this pinup idea for Crom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what you do? I'm actually going all full sexy with it.
I don't know what that means when you're drawing this guy.
The character that's going to be in front of him is like standing here in this battle pose is going to be all sexy looking. It's the difference between. Okay, look at these poses. They're both battle ready poses, but one's a little bit sexier than the other.
Andrew, can I?
Oh God!
Can I see something?
Sure, go ahead.
No, I just want to see. Put the other drawing. Show me what the position is where you're going to put that other character.
Right in front of him.
Yeah, I know. Let me just see it. No. Where is it going to stand? Where the character's going to stand? Okay.
But it'd be much larger.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
He's like facing her, and her.
Yeah. I know, but I was like, if you put it right in front, it's going to be a crotch shot.
Well, no, I figured it'll probably go down to her knees because I redrew it. They'll probably be around this area.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Still
How are you?
Very good. How about you?
We're doing all right.
Yeah.
It's been a long week. Good. Everything's good.
Ain't that the freaking truth?
But man, it's been a long week.
Yeah. I was just
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just telling the audience that I had gotten so screwed up with the days that I completely forgot today was Friday, and I didn't have a single video that was released today.
Nice.
Which is unusual for me. Usually I have 2 or 3 videos every day planned out. They're already done. They're scheduled. I just totally forgot what day it was and totally messed that up.
That's all right. What up, Blue Samurai? How you doing? He says, finally, the first of the antagonists has arrived. Ain't that the truth?
And he calls you Tom.
I'm all right with that.
I know. First of the antagonists. That's right.
It is true. I went to Walmart today.
Yeah. Oh, you did. So what did you find?
I
Or
got.
did
I
you
got.
find?
I did. I found all. So here's the funny thing. I am not yet used to calling the company Allegiance Arts.
Mm-hmm.
So I keep, and this is showing my nerd age. I keep wanting to call them Amalgam Comics.
That's funny.
You remember Amalgam?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've got a couple. I've got several issues of them.
So I went through all of them. I got the mintest copies I could of each.
Yeah.
So I've got 8 books. I don't think I'm gonna be able to, with my heart of hearts, I don't think I'll be able to take the stickers off. They were on there pretty well.
Like I said, with 3 of them, they came off really easy. It was Nora's Saga I had the issue with. So,
I mean, I guess I could try. I just don't know if it's worth it. You know what I mean? Like, I might just kind of keep it on there for the memory. Kind of, it's a. I think it's an important book. It's an important moment, And I was doing the math in my head in the store. I was like, 3,000 locations, right?
mhm. 10 comics each.
10 comics each, but that's not. They don't have only 10 comics in there.
Well, no, there's 10 of each comic, so there's 40 comics.
But I'm sure they also have restock in the back.
Maybe. I think the way I saw some other pictures of the displays coming out of the box, and the comics were already in the displays. So unless they have 2 sets of displays, they may only have the 1 set.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, those all came together like that. They just pulled it out of the box and set it up. They didn't have to do anything else.
So there were a couple things I noticed. A couple things I think they could do better in the future. But first, before I kind of go into that, I was like, okay, I was doing the math in my head. 10 comics each, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say they sell. I don't know.
Half of them.
Half of them, yeah, 5 each, right? That means that each comic will have sold over 15,000 copies at a minimum. That puts all of those comics basically in the top, pretty high up on the top 100. That beats Image for sure, right?
1,500 or 15,000?
15,000. I say 1,500.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 1,500.
Okay. Well, I meant I might have 15,000. It's going to sell. It's 15,000 copies, right? Which means, and that's only if they sell half. And
right.
I can tell you that from what I saw, there were already. God damn the dog! Do I need to come over to your house and slaughter the animals?
I don't know what he's barking. Oh, I know what it was. One of the cats knocked something over. Oh, on our next door neighbor? Oh, somebody knocked on the next door neighbor.
Just toss the dog into a blender.
We're not going to toss the dog into a blender.
Well, then close your door. Oh, wait, you don't have one.
I'm in the dining room. There is no door.
Anyway, based on what I saw at the Walmart that we went to, I mean, there's been some sell-through. Like, I was not the first one by any stretch of the imagination. Like, there was already, I would say maybe half stock left.
Oh, okay.
So that's pretty good. So 15,000 copies is really good, man. And I think it's going to be more than that. Like, you're looking at 25,000. I don't know. I'm not looking at comic book numbers, but isn't like Amazing Spider-Man down in the 20s now or something? Or is that in the 70s now?
I have no idea.
Let's see. What would comic book? What is it? Not Comic-Con, right?
Yeah, Comic-Con. Hey, Richard, how's it going? Says, man, loving the Warrior Women. Yeah, me too. I can't wait till I finalize them and actually make them work. I figured I might as well use this one, just turn it around so she's facing the other way. But I think that sword in his hands is way too big. I'm sure he gets that he has that problem all the time.
What's that?
His hand's too big.
So at 20,000 copies, right? If we just say around 20,000, we're looking at Suicide Squad. So Suicide Squad, Conan the Barbarian, Doctor Strange, Ghost Spider, Harley Quinn, Black Cat, Nightwing, Exo Man of War, Ghost Rider, Catwoman, Like Wonder Woman is at 25. Captain America is 26. So you're looking. I mean, you're looking at Red Rooster could be about the same level as Captain America, or at least any of those books. And the crazy thing is like they're all selling it probably about the same pull through, right? So you're talking like 4 completely unknown books by unknown creators, really. I mean, to the general public,
Right. Right.
selling Captain America and Wonder Woman numbers.
Richard says, "Hey Andrew, hope you're doing well. Just sitting here in my skivvies and smoking a martini." I'm not sure you smoke a martini, but I'm sure Richard has found a way to do that. And he says comics are way down in numbers. Yeah, that is true.
Dude, 25,000 for Captain America and Wonder Woman. That's insane. And that's not this month. That was in March because they don't have
right.
April numbers are like, oh, we don't know.
Hey Jeremy, we're talking about the Allegiance Arts, the arts and entertainment, the ones Mitch Breitweiser put out. Todd was just telling us that he found them at his local Walmart. We were just talking about the numbers and so forth. So that's what happens when you get here late, man.
Here's the thing you really should think of. If they sell out, okay, which they probably will. They'll probably, I don't know if they'll completely sell out, but because there's usually like 1 or 2 stragglers even through a sellout. But Deadpool is at 29,000.
Yeah, Deadpool doesn't sell what it used to sell. People are kind of gotten bored with it.
Look, all I'm saying is at 30,000 is Guardians of the Galaxy, and that was a blockbuster movie. So that's not that difficult. Deadpool was a blockbuster, and Guardians of the Galaxy was a blockbuster. If I'm Breitweiser's investor, you know what I mean? You're looking at numbers in the industry that led to blockbuster movies, so they're going to have some properties to sell.
Speaking of which, do you want to look at some comics? Oh, wait a minute. Jeremy says Nora's Saga was great, which I agree. Bass Reeves was good. Futurist was well done, but not my thing. Yeah, I kind of had the same feeling there. And he says, I refuse to read Red Rooster until I get what I backed. Wait a second. Richard says, what are you taking that thing and doing with the GR and even shooter stories is a dumpster fire.
What?
I think he was talking about Marvel. They had me hold it for review because he said the S word. So, but I let it go. But anyway, hey, do you want to look at some comics?
Sure. And I feel the same. I'll back what Jeremy said. Like I backed Red Rooster, just like everybody did. I do think it was a bitch move. I mean, look, I understand it. I understand you have a lot of stuff going on and it's a big deal and you might have to do that. But it's a total bitch move to push those books first.
One of the things I thought, did you watch Zach's video on it, by the way?
I did, yeah.
Okay. I agree with Zach wholeheartedly that when they were doing their project, something else came along, something else happened.
Something better.
And they jumped at it. And yes, but I still think, guys, I know he's going to put out the book. It's going to be gorgeous. Everybody who backed it's going to get it. And I am patient, and I have no problem with it whatsoever.
No, it's totally going to come out. The problem is the deal is that he's also not the only one. You know what I mean? And he actually, did you see his reaction on video when people were like coming at him and like, hey, where's our stuff? He was like, I'm working really hard, guys. I'm really busy. And it's like, well, you know what? No one gives a shit. Like, like it's quarantine. People are out of work. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. And maybe I'm missing something and maybe I don't remember. And you can clarify for me because I could totally be wrong. Okay. But I don't remember there being anything crazy or special about the Red Rooster Indiegogo. Like it wasn't like a different cover. It wasn't like hardbound or anything like that, right?
No, the comic that came out is only like chapter 1. It's supposed to be you know what? You're gonna make me go check it out.
Well, then do this. Why didn't he? Here's what you do. Hey, I'm Mitch Breitweiser, and I don't want to take too many swipes at him. I just supported his book. I bought 2 of every copy, so I support it. Okay, and I support him.
Really?
I did. I bought 2 of each copy, and I think he's a good guy. And I genuinely think him and his wife, like I think they're good people. And what's happened to them is a travesty, and I'm going to support everything they do as long as they actually deliver. But But here's the deal: it's like you got to learn a little bit about business. You're like, okay, look, I got this huge deal. You got to know how people are going to see this. Why don't you overprint the Red Rooster run? Because you're going to be printing these books anyway. Sign up. There's an extra 1,000, however many backers he had, 2,000 people. Print 2,000 extra copies, sign them, and ship them out. Maybe even with a different cover, so that they have the first issue with a different cover that only they get, or something, anything.
Yeah, the book when it reached the 60,000 stretch goal was extended in length to 60 pages. So it's going to be. It was originally supposed to be 48 pages, and then they extended it to 60 pages. So it's literally going to be 3 times what you got at Walmart.
Yeah, he should have sent the book first. We should be
I know.
receiving these copies. There's no reason, even if, here's the thing, just goodwill. Even if you just overprinted Red Rooster #1, the exact same thing that went to Walmart, and if you just signed it and sent it to his backers basically just as like, hey guys, I know it's taking me a while. This thing came out. I'm so sorry. Here, you know what? Everybody would have supported that. But like, you know what? That's cool. I got a free autographed book. It's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So here's the deal. He's going to do issue. So basically what you're saying. So here's my question.
Jeremy reminded us that he put out the digital version of that first issue well before it came out in Walmart to all the backers.
Yeah, great.
So instead of sending a physical copy, he at least let everybody get a digital copy of it. So he did provide it to the backers first.
Yeah, but nobody cares about digital. And here's the thing. And here's the other thing. So I get that it's going to be 3 issues long. Okay. But the second issue. But the second issue is also going to be in Walmart. And so is the third. So we got to wait for the second issue to get out or the third issue to get out before we get our book.
If the second issue should be out in July, and if we should assume, Richard says I don't read digital, and to be honest with you, when Mitch sent out the digital copy, I never even looked at it because
nobody did.
I wanted it in physical fan.
Exactly. I downloaded it. I scanned through it, and
to get back to what I was saying just a second ago, if the second issue is supposed to be out in July, which it's printed in the back of the book, July 7th. That would assume that in 2 more months, it would be the third issue, which would be July, August, September. He needs to fulfill Red Rooster before that date. Before that time. Before September. Yes.
Oh, he better fulfill it way before. I mean, I don't think he's going to be able to fulfill it before September.
If the third issue of Red Rooster hits Walmart before he's fulfilled, then I'll be upset. But until then, benefit of the doubt, I want both books, and I have no problem with buying the second issue when it comes out to Walmart.
You know who did the exact same thing?
Who?
Joe Madureira. Do you remember Joe Madureira's Kickstarter campaign? He raised like $1 million plus or something. He raised like a couple $1 million on there. I think it was
I wasn't paying attention to Kickstarters back then.
All right, I don't know if he hit 2 million, but he certainly hit over 1. It was basically what one of the tiers was. One of the unlocks was he was raising money for his video game, for the Battle Chasers video game.
Oh, okay.
And the Battle Chasers video game,
I would never have even looked at it.
Well, here's the deal: the Battle Chasers video game is already out. It's already on iOS, and it's been out. It got rave reviews. He has a video game company now. You know that, right?
Well, yeah, I know he was working for a video game company. I didn't know.
No. He owns one, and it does very, very well. He's got a big old staff. He's doing great. One of the tiers that was unlocked was finishing the Battle Chasers comic series, issue number 10. He's and it was gonna be like a 60-page, 80-page, like it kept going up. I can't remember how many pages, but it wasn't huge. It wasn't like a brand new graphic novel. It was just like, hey, another issue or two to finish off the storyline.
Right.
Because he just dropped the book. Issue 9. He never finished it. So he said, I'm gonna finish it. And got all the money, made the video game, and then literally, if you go to the Kickstarter, he's like, yeah, so just more important things came up. I'm really working hard. The game. He just doesn't care about comics, which is fine. And I completely understand. It's a lot of work.
And that's all about the money, too.
It's a lot of work.
A lot more money, too.
Absolutely. And it's a tremendous. He only has so many hours in the day. He doesn't want to spend 15 hours at the drawing table for a comic book. And I get that. But you promised. And
Yeah.
he was saying, "Hey, instead, it's going to come out." And this was like in 2017. My dates might be off. 2018. He's like, "Oh, we're going to have another artist draw it. He's really great. You're going to love it." Of course, the book never came out.
Ooh, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, it was. You're still going to get your book, but it's going to be drawn by somebody else. No, dude, that nobody gives a shit about anybody else unless it's like J. Scott Campbell. No one cares. You know what I mean? Like nobody's going to care. They're buying. And that was something I'm glad I didn't support him, and I'll never support him. Because I don't care about video games. So this is just not my gig. I have a ton, but it's not my thing. And like I was tempted to back that because I was like, ooh, I'm going to get the limited edition Joe Mad book. Like, are you kidding me? Like, hell yeah, dude.
Oh,
and I almost did it.
I read Richard's comment. I was going back through the comments. He says, we've been holding on for 2 years now. I just looked, and Red Rooster was backed on August 24th, 2018.
Yeah,
which
dude.
means August 24th of 2020 has been 2 years. He better have the book out by then, because then the third issue would be in stores in September. That's the date I would hold him to.
2 years, dude.
Let me see, was there a estimated date? Oh, March of 2019. So he's only a year late.
There's literally no reason. How many backers? Who? Jeremy? Was it Richard? I was looking at, or was it Jeremy? Whoever.
Backers 3,500.
3,500.
582 backers.
Why couldn't he, when he was in the print run? Why couldn't he have just overprinted by 4,000? I know it's an additional cost, but he raised the money.
Yeah.
And it's and I believe me, I've done printing. I've done thousands of copies of comics before. The additional. Do you know how much it would have cost? It would have cost him a few $1,000s. Yeah,
I know, but then you add shipping involved. It was easier, and they did something, which is make the PDF file available.
It's
for the backers. I know, but that's more than absolutely nothing. There are some people out there, like Joe Madura.
That's true. He didn't run
Jason
away.
Pearson, who didn't do anything.
No, because Joe Madura was technically just people just didn't get the bonus. The game got made, and the backers got the game. There are people who'd never, like, look, there's that first Brigade book by Liefeld that came out like 2016 or something, and he's still working on it. And he still pitches it as he's working on it. But there are plenty of artists who have not come through. He hasn't done that. He hasn't just taken the money and run. I think everybody still believes that they're going to get the books,
right?
But for fuck's sake, dude, like he has to understand that hey, I don't know if he totally understands that the people who are going to be picking up his comic at Walmart are the exact same people that backed his book. Just like the reason that EVS crossed $1 million on that first campaign were because the same people kept coming back and getting other things.
Right.
It's called return customers, repeat buyers.
Well,
and I don't think he understands that. Like he's going to see I think Brightweiser is going to see a precipitous drop in sales if he doesn't deliver. I'm not supporting his fucking books, and neither are you.
I know.
You may speak now.
That's one of the reasons.
Open your mouth. Start talking.
Please. Oh, I'm going to mute you, Dick. It's one of the reasons why I am not going to launch the Hero Book 1 full color edition Indiegogo campaign till the book is 90 to 95% done.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I'm not going to do it. And I was talking to Avery about this just the other day, that I'm setting out plans to have it done, and my goal is to start the campaign. I don't have a date yet. I'm working on it. I'm working on sitting down and figuring out the timeline, what the time I need to finish it, the time I need to get it started. But my goal is to have the book, the campaign fulfilled and in people's hands by the end of the year. Mm-hmm. Which means I'd probably have to start the campaign sometime around June or July. I'm not going to do it the weekend of Thanksgiving and have the campaign end the weekend of Christmas. I'm not going to do that again.
Again.
So I'm working on it. I'm not making any announcements, anything, but I am sitting down, figuring out how much time it's going to take. And one of the crazy things, I have vacation time at my job, and we're now in May, and I've barely taken a single day because I just do nothing but work. And my boss is like, you're going to have to take some time off. And I'm going to have to take some time off just for mental, nutsiness and work on Hero. So. All right, so let me just read a couple more comments just so I get caught up so people don't think I'm ignoring them, even though if Evan was here he'd point that out. Blue Samurai says, yes, Comics Pile. I get to see stuff I missed out on years past, plus some recent garbage. Were you here when I did the last I showed some comics and there were a couple of those how do you say, furry books in here?
No.
You were not here when I had the furry books?
No.
Oh, well, Avery would not let up because it was so sad. I found a couple more of them. I can't wait to share them with you.
Dude, you have a you totally look out for Wait.
I have a customer who likes these type of books, and if I see him, I'll pick him up because I know I'll give him, he's got the first offer.
Is your customer's name Andrew?
No. It is
or
not.
Michael.
Jeremy says, check out that huge stack of comics. This is actually only half the size of what I got over here. Jeremy says, just a trade paperback. I think he was talking about Red Rooster at that point. Mm-hmm. The comic that came out was the first installment of that. That is correct.
Right.
They're good people for sure, says Richard. Yes, yep. I believe they are. I will say that I got the digital before it came to Walmart. Yep.
Yeah, I did.
We
too.
all did. So,
but yeah, that was kind of like that was a oh shit moment.
But the damn thing was watermarked. Mm-hmm. Okay, I never even looked at it, so I don't know. So I couldn't review it on air without doxing myself. Oh, I gotcha. Richard says that would have been a great move on his part. I think he was saying that to you, saying send him copies.
Send copies, anything, dude. Sign the book.
But he did do anything. He sent the PDF file.
I get you keep saying that.
He did do something.
I'm just saying he could have overshipped Red Rooster #1, the one that was going to Walmart, signed it in like nice gold ink and shipped and had an intern ship it out.
He didn't think about that. He thought the PDF would make people happy.
Yeah, that's not.
So, yeah, in other words, bad choice. So
bad choice, yes.
Richard says, don't read digital. Agree there. I've been reading digital now that my comic shop store is closed by law, says Jeremy. That's very sad. It also helps to get PDFs to review on the Doc Show. Very cool. Blue Samurai says, Lefeld is saying books going out every day while insulting the backers on Twitter with his little real info. I hate to say it, guys, all these people that we may like them, we may personally think they're good people, they can be shitty businessmen, you know? And Todd would agree with that, I think.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Jeremy says, I will say that he fulfilled the 3 other books basically on time. Well, that's good. And I wouldn't have backed that, except Blake Northcott is amazing. She is. I am so looking forward to Hero. Oh, thank you, Jeremy.
You have one person.
Richard says, looking forward to it too. So there you go.
I'm encouraging. I am in.
Yes. Red Shetland. I found 2 more copies of that in this stack. So
I am requesting that on Andrew's next Indiegogo campaign, he sets his flex goal at like $3.
And then Richard says, heck, he could have gotten a cheap copy from Samedi.
Dude, that would have been awesome.
That would have been a great idea.
That would have been so good, dude.
Oh,
dude, on that, like, if you had just shipped it on Samedi's paper run, like on that newsprint, a special newsprint run. Oh my god, dude, that would have been brilliant.
That would have been something.
That would have been a signal. That would have been a partnership and a signal.
That would have been 10 times better than doing the PDF to the people who want physical comics.
Yep.
And oh man,
and Samedi would have shipped everything out because he's got the system.
I guarantee you, had somebody put that bug in their ear, they probably would have done it.
I don't know.
But I think they probably didn't even think about it.
They probably didn't, but that's the point, right?
Yeah.
That's brilliant. I like that the best.
Blue Samurai says, I own the first 2 volumes of Hero in black and white. Thank you.
Hey.
Cool. They're on the reading pile. Take that, antagonists. And then Jeremy says,
does the reading pile have anything to do with your bathroom?
Maybe. And then Jeremy says those newsprint copies also weigh less and
And ship cheaper.
ship cheaper. Yep.
Does anybody know, Jeremy? Do you know any of you guys? So I have a few of Alterna's books, right? There's a couple of series that are really, really good. I mean, he's a great publisher, as well as being like the nicest dude in comics. And I've talked to him a few times about stuff, but like last time I was looking at publishing and printing, the only problem I ever had with Samedi's printing press, and it wasn't even with Samedi, it was with his press, like the colors are perfect except the blacks are not solid black,
Right.
and I do not know why. Like, it is the exact same paper. I've tested across like the 90s, like the
Right.
late 80s, early 90s issues. Like, it's the exact same paper stock, same color stock. I just cannot tell why it's the ink doesn't stick or is not as deep black as
maybe the newsprint can't take it that way.
well, I mean, it's the exact same paper as like I mean, it's literally the same paper.
Yeah, but
A
I don't
different
remember.
printer,
I don't remember newsprint comics having really darks. Or really
Yeah,
dark blacks
I
too.
compared the two. It's a world of difference. It's a world of difference. Like, it's like at least like issues that I got. It could be the ones that I got, but the issues that I got were like faded black.
Yeah, Todd Evan says Andrew looks so bored. I think I should go. So
You know what?
I need to keep Evan around. So let me.
You know what, Evan? That's exactly what Andrew's thinking too.
Jeremy says they used a slightly different technique to print these days.
Yeah,
And then Jeremy says,
Probably.
I think that's your answer. Yeah.
probably. Yeah,
All right, cool. We're gonna check out some comics.
I think I should go.
I'm used-
Andrew Crodshot.
I'm used to everybody abandoning me. That's okay. All right. So here we go. Here's some good comics. Well, all right. Good. The new term is cool, by the way. They're cool.
Pixelation. A vegetable-based ink, Richard says. You know what? That's actually a really that's really smart. That's probably right. That's
Evan
probably
says, now
correct.
I'm definitely going. Okay. Well, and then you're going to miss out on some really good stuff because I found some more of those furry books, and one of them is going to shock the ever-living crap out of you. But
You'll never guess which book Andrew has in his pants.
All right, so here's the stack. I got a couple issues of Outcast, issue number 26 and number 24. I got a few more other ones of these in here, but
That series is over, right?
I don't know. I think the comic is still being published, and I don't think they ever did anything more than one series of the TV show.
Right.
So I'll have to look into it. But remember this?
Speak of the devil.
Astonishing X-Men. Yeah, I actually got issues 1 and 4 in here. I'm gonna try to put together a set, but very cool.
Yeah,
This is
he
Joe
was-
Madura. It's
was
not
great.
bad.
It was
I've
good.
got there was a whole run of low numbered Impulse issues. I got like issues like 3 through like 12 here. This is issue number 6. This is the He Who Will Not Be Named and Humberto Ramos. So very cool.
Mhm.
I actually loved this era of Hawkman with Rags Morales on art.
Yeah, Rags Morales is a brilliant illustrator.
Yeah, so
That guy's fantastic.
I'm looking forward to putting another set together. But you got a
Richard is awesome.
what did he say? He must have a mini comic in his pants. Oh, jeez. All right, here's Astonishing X-Men number 1. This is actually pretty good. Hawkman number 8, Jeff Johns and Rags Morales, and Michael Baer on inks.
Ooh.
And of course, you got the Robinson cover, which
Hey, Avery's in chat.
he is. Tug's new book launch today. Oh, very good.
So did Sean Gordon Murphy.
Okay, Thunderbolts number 7. Adding to that, here we go. Red Shetland number 3 and number 4.
What is that, Andrew?
This is a is a small press, graphic press, indie book, black and white, completely normal. Completely normal furry book.
completely normal furry book.
But here's the funny
Red-
thing: the
Red
really cool
Shetland.
thing is the back covers are like pinup illustrations.
Uh-huh.
This one has a pretty nice one, art by
That's
Eric
cool.
Bloomrich. Yeah, but this is the one that I knew would shock. And I'm really sorry. I'm really
Dude,
sorry that
This is brilliant.
Dude, I'm really sorry that Avery's not here to see this, but you know what they have on the back of this cover?
Huh?
An actual photo.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Somebody is such a fan of this book that they cosplayed as these characters.
That's probably the creator. No?
Possibly.
That's epic. Avery's in chat. Why don't you bring him in?
He hasn't come in.
Avery,
This is wonderful. I love this.
you need to, dude.
We've got an issue of Fighting American.
Wait. You need to take a Zach shot with like a picture of your book in between those two.
I don't think so. We got an issue of Fighting American with
LaFell?
Stephen Platt.
Oh, Platt. All right.
Well, LaFell's in here too, but this is Platt right here.
Mhm.
This is something I
His
bet
pages
you,
still sell for like a lot of money.
I bet you Kodiak would love this. So Richard says, "Oh, the humanity, no." Got an issue of Nova, issue number 4. This is when Ed McGuinness
Guinness's run. Yeah, that was a good run.
Some great pages in here.
Yeah, you can't. The coloring sucks, and I'm not saying that the coloring is bad when I say it sucks, but I've seen the original pages.
Oh yeah,
Actually, I think I have
it's a great
some of the
page.
original. Would you like to see some of the original pages?
Not right this second. I'm
Yeah.
in the middle of going over books.
But they are the original pages to that series are phenomenal,
yeah.
like really good.
Evan says Kodiak loves everything, much like D. Well, he likes some old school stuff. Here's a X-Force number 1. This is when they relaunched the book. But I think this was a limited series, but it's got Rob Liefeld art in it, and it's not horrible.
He
not
drew
the
the book.
greatest.
Cool. He
Yeah.
drew the book.
Yeah,
He's actually been good. Like some of his stuff on Instagram has been really good, man. Like he's, it's still Rob Liefeld, but it's like not bad at all.
Hey,
I
look,
would-
Avery's here. Let me bring him in.
Oh, look, Avery's here.
What's up, Avery?
What's up?
I got an Elf Quest issue number 11 from the
I had, to
Marvel
use
run.
I had to use my phone. My computer's not connecting to the internet. I think
Oh.
the cable's bad.
You missed Andrew's launched his new book. He's calling it.
No, I did not.
He did. He's calling it. He called it Cock Muffin.
Cock muffin. All right.
I've got a splitting headache. I just want to say fuck Sean Gordon Murphy. I don't care about his book. Dude.
Oh,
If that guy won't get in the boat, I'm not giving him an oar. Fuck him.
he's doing everything. He's on Indiegogo. He's doing independent stuff. He's doing everything except coming out and saying I'm Comicsgate.
Well, then F you. Fuck him.
Man, I can't believe you Comicsgate people that even when people do the things you want them to do, you're still upset about it.
I'm not upset. I'm not giving him my money.
Okay, that's fine.
Did you guys back the Cyberfrog Wreck Planet?
I can't afford it, but I did it anyway.
Cool. Andrew,
Yes.
did you back it? No judgment. I'm just
I don't
curious.
have any money right now for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I got money invested in a lot of other stuff, so.
Yeah.
But he'll probably go in
Yeah.
demand. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
I,
you saw
I
it.
still haven't gotten my original one, so
Which
That's
original
your
one?
fault.
yeah, I know.
Which original
That's your fault.
Yeah, that's fine.
one? Wait, what original one?
What original one do you think I'm talking about? The original Cyberfrog?
You didn't contact him?
Yeah, I did. I sent an email out to him and never heard back from him.
You need to send it to him again.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it at all.
Did you
so.
send it to the correct email?
Avery, we've already discussed this, and I'm not worried about it. Like I said, I missed out. I missed out.
No, they still have them. You just have to email the guy again.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
All right.
It's all right.
I'm
No,
not
'cause
knocking.
I know either one of two things happened. Either it went to the old address and got returned, or no, either it went to the old address and the people that are living there now said, "Ooh, look, a free comic," and we're not going to give it to Andrew, or it was returned because it was never forwarded, which I had forwarding. So, unless he sent it by other means other than the post office. If he sent it FedEx or UPS, then whoever's living in the house now got my comic, and there's not much I can do about that. So it's all right. I supported this campaign. I did it whether I got the book or not. So I'm not worried about it.
Well, good. No judgment.
It's all right. Side. I'm not upset. Not upset.
I was a little shocked. I guess I didn't really think about it, but the Wreck Planet thing isn't set to deliver until the end of May, like May of next year.
Right.
I was like, holy shit.
Blue Samurai asks, what CF cover did you get, Shiny or Team Up? I got both. I backed both of them and didn't get either one. But that's all my fault. All on me, so I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah, you didn't update your address.
No. Oh, I did update my address. It's just he probably fulfilled before it. There's when Earthworm Jim was delivered, he God, I'm forgetting his name. I can't believe this. Doug, or whoever was fulfilling for Doug, sent out an email to say, hey, your package is on the way. And I was like, oh, okay, excellent. And then the next thing I got was the package was delivered, and I had nothing in my mailbox. I drove by the old house, and it was sitting there on the porch. So I was able to grab it, even though it was sent via the post office, and I had mail forwarding on it. They still delivered it to that address. Luckily, the people weren't home at the time, so I was able to grab it, and no big deal. But I never got any notification or anything from the Cyberfrog people. But that's okay. I mean, they don't have to.
Hey, Rick's in the chat.
Yeah, I see Rick. I am judging. Silently but judgingly, says Evan. Yeah, I know. All right, back to the comics. So I have this pretty cool ElfQuest issue.
Open it up, ElfQuest, would you?
It's actually really pretty. This is from the Marvel Epic run. So this is where it's in color and everything. I have some other issues of this where it's all black and white. But Wendy Penny's art really reminds me of Plug.
Yeah, it's excellent.
It's an awesome style.
I like that Dakota North, man.
Oh, yeah. We got Fantastic Four number 385. This is a Paul Ryan issue. Very good. I got X-Men Legacy number 250, which has a whole bunch of different people on it. Giant size 250th issue. And honestly, other than Rogue, I could care less about anybody else on this cover. I don't even know who that person is. She just looks nasty. Todd, do you know who that is?
Who is?
Whoever this chick in the middle is.
No. I mean, I thought it would be Rogue for a second, but Rogue is up there in the corner.
Yeah, she's up there.
Is that Mystique?
No, it's not Mystique. I just don't know who it is.
Domino?
Nope, it's not Domino.
I have no idea who that is. Open it up. There's got maybe there's some artist that actually drew.
I'm not going to go through and read this issue to find out who that character is.
Let's find the freaking page.
What freaking page?
There's got to be a page with a character. Well, I guess there doesn't.
No, there doesn't. Frenzy. That's who it is.
Okay.
Frenzy from the... wasn't she part of the Marauders?
Yes, I think so.
And now she's on the X-Men team. Okay, whatever. That shows you how disconnected from X-Men I've been. I got the second issue of Newberry and Hobbs, which actually, I really like the art style in this.
Yeah, Richard says the Peonies were real nice people back in the day. They used to do a lot of small regional shows. Yeah, they were everywhere. They did great. And Blue Samurai's tearing up Rick for his book.
Oh, jeez. Got Breed, the first Breed series, issue number 4, trying to put together a set of these. Cave Carson has an interstellar eye. This is from Michael Avon Oeming.
I'm glad Avon. I love the fact that guy still does books. Like I
don't honestly know if this is any good, but
whatever. He's one of those guys that early on, like, said, you know what, I want to draw comics for the rest of my life, but I don't want to burn out. Let me develop a style where I can just have fun and bust out. You know what I mean?
Very.
Open that up to any random page. Just open a page. Like, look at that. Well, that's not. He didn't draw that. There you go. I guess he did draw that. I guess he did draw that page.
He did. He was just doing a different style, though.
Oh, wow. But look at that. Like, you can tell it. Like, he's having a lot of fun. It's not. There's no hard. He's not. I don't want to say he's not challenging himself, because everything is a challenge. But there's nothing stressful. You can tell there's nothing really that stressful in the style. You know?
It's a way to do it.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. We've got an Astonishing X-Men number 29. This is one of the Warren Ellis and Simon Bianchi issues, which actually I've read this story in graphic novel in a trade format. It was actually pretty cool. So this is a nice one to have. Another Impulse. Ooh, this is an Uncle E Impulse issue number 54, with the interior arts by Uncle E. See,
Oh, wow.
I don't need no Cyberfrog. I got Impulse. I got another Green Lantern number 4. This is Jeff Johns and Uncle E as well. He did the cover and the interiors. This is actually a pretty good issue because it's a lot of really good art in here. Of course it would be, but very cool. Issue 6 of The First Breed. So I have 4 and 6. I have 1, 4, and 6. I think I have most all of them. I gotta keep an eye out, try to get some more of those to make a bundle set. We got a Rebirth issue of Aquaman, issue number 12. Very cool. Impulse number also Impulse number 12. Yeah, weird that I'd have 2 12s in a row, but there you go. Captain America, the all-new Captain America. This is one of the ones with Stuart Immonen on art.
Yeah, man.
Which-
That guy's a genius.
All these issues are fantastic. They look great.
Yeah, he's
There's a lot of fun in this issue as well.
he's a brilliant artist.
He is. It's a good one to have. Another Astonishing X-Men. This is issue number 30. This is also one of the Simon Bianchi ones. Issue 17 with John Cassaday. This is so funny. I've seen people actually use this like a sketch cover and had people draw on it. Because, I mean, all it's got is Wolverine, being scared in the corner and then a blank cover. You can pretty much draw anything you want. You know what? I might actually use this and draw Crom in the background. Like,
You know what he's afraid? You know why he's cowering from?
I've read the story, so yeah.
I have too. I know exactly what he's cowering from. You know what he's cowering from?
What?
Cyclops' dick.
Impulse number 11. This is another good one. This is another Rainbow. We got Josh Wheaton and Cassaday on Astonishing X-Men, issue number 16. Another Outcast, couple more Outcast issues. This is issue 25 and 11. Oh, Todd, do you remember this one? Do you remember when Top Cow and Marvel did the crossover?
Yeah. I
Devil's
remember
Reign?
that. Wow.
This one,
That's pretty cool.
this one, the art's by Joe Benitez, and there's a lot of great pages in here, like splash page type stuff, because that's kind of what they were into back then. But check that out.
That's cool.
Oh,
This is another one I think Kodiak would like. We got Rebirth, Green Lantern's Rebirth issue number 3. Very good.
Evan hopes the segment is almost done. He says he can only entertain your chat for you for so long, Andrew.
I appreciate
yeah, I know.
him. I appreciate him helping me out. This one,
Andrew
I
doesn't
thought,
ban in this chat for long.
this, right before we did this section, I went through and read every single chat to get us all caught up before we started this section. So you guys will have to give me a break for a minute while we're doing this.
No, we don't have
All right.
to.
So this was an Air Cell issue, Dragon Wing. I thought this was one of the ones that Dale Keown worked on when he was younger. This has nothing to do with Dale Keown. Story and art by Guang Yap. Never heard of him. But it's actually kind of cool. For an independent book, it actually looks pretty nice.
Evan,
some of it
Evan
does.
says every time I think he's on the last book, there's another one under it. Like, dude,
There's only 2
welcome,
left. There's
welcome.
only 2 left.
You should wait. You should be in a car with him for like 12 hours.
We've had that discussion.
Every
at the
time I
last
think
episode.
he's done talking from one story, there's another story. That
Uh,
reminds me of the time we were.
This is Astonishing X-Men number 19, also a John Cassaday issue.
Uh-huh.
And last but not least, on the bottom of the bottom of the stack is Astro City number 4. This is actually one of the earlier ones. So this is actually kind of cool. Brent Anderson on art with
Those were really good books.
Alex Ross on cover. Yeah.
Those were really, really good books.
All right. So for everybody out there, the store is open this weekend. So we will have these all bagged and boarded and available at the store. So if anybody's interested or in the area, come on by. We'll have
So
a lot of
this
comics to share with you.
This last weekend was the first weekend you were open.
Yes.
How was it?
Saturday was almost like a regular Saturday. A couple of regulars came in, and I did double my my goal that I have a modest goal set for each day, and I did double that on Saturday, and then on Sunday I met the goal again, even though Sunday was a little slower. But yeah, no, it was a decent weekend.
Excellent.
Yeah. But I was really happy to see a lot of the regulars be able to come back in and spend time and say hi, and yeah. That's how that's how it goes.
It makes me feel good.
Blue Samurai says, "Got to get to Jacksonville." Yeah, come on down. Come on down. Check us out.
No, don't go. Save yourself.
What?
I just told them not to go.
Oh, well, nobody listens to you. You know that.
Come on down, Andrew Charper's Comic Shop and Strip Club.
It's horrible.
Says a guy who's never been to my store.
Who?
Into your store.
You haven't been to the new one?
Because I know you.
Avery, you haven't been to the new store yet?
No.
No, I don't care.
Dude, I'd be there every week.
I don't.
You would, wouldn't
know.
you?
I
I
have no
would.
You
interest.
would.
I'd probably
I have no interest.
to be completely honest, I'd probably be there either every other week or at least once a month. You know I would.
I would employ you.
You,
I
you
would pay you. I
maybe
would pay you
implore
in
me.
comics.
You wouldn't employ me.
I would pay you in comic books.
Oh,
every
good.
time you swept the floor, I'd give you a free comic. You know, that's actually kind of funny, because my wife and I, many moons ago, had sat down and talked about what we planned to do when we retired. And one of my goals was to own a comic book shop. And here's the really twisted part of this idea. Our kids were younger at the time, and our thought was, I can employ the kids. They could come in, sweep the floor, that type of thing. And not once did I think the age that I would retire at, my kids would be older than they were at the time. So I was literally thinking, I'm going to retire tomorrow, open a comic book store, and have my kids sweeping the floor. At the rate we're going, it would probably be my grandkids that would be at the store sweeping the floor. But that, by the way, is not happening either anytime soon. So
Why not?
they're smarter than I am.
Okay, good answer. Way to thread the needle, Andrew.
Blue Samurai says, does it count if a strip club when the strippers are covered in fur? Yes.
I could say I'm not going to go there. It's so easy right now, and I'm just not going to go.
They're all mourning the loss of Rick, but Rick's still here. Oh, Richard says, my kids were totally useless when I owned a shop. Well, that's, you know what's so funny is the whole Misfit Corner Comics is me and my son. We both own the title, the store. It's all registered under both of our names. He has probably been at the store a total of 6 hours in the entire year that I've been set up.
Smart kid.
Because he had a job at the time, so he was always working, and I never worried about it. I said, he comes by every now and then and offers to bring me lunch from time to time, and that's it. I told him he needs to come in and get used to meeting some of the regulars. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Evan made a point here. He says, "Taken Before His Time" by Logan. He's talking about Ethan. He's talking about Rick. Hey, did you hear about this, Logan? Yes, he wants to be your friend. Yeah. Turns out that's a big whole scam thing. And you know what's so funny is I'd actually gotten several, this Logan identity has left comments on my channel. Love it. Want to be friends? And I'm like, yeah, okay. I've never said anything to him. I stopped liking the wannabe friends because he kept doing it so often. I'd had no idea that it was some type of blockchain thing, or not a blockchain, but a robo chain thing, where as soon as the video goes up, he posts a comment, and he's literally trying to. There's a way that they can take over your channel.
Wait, what? Tell me. Wait. Say this again.
Oh,
What?
Evan says I've only seen the music account. Oh, no. He's commented on several of my videos.
What is this now?
Supposedly there's a scam or some type of scam going on out there where there's a guy who has a channel. it looks very like a legitimate channel, but he does this thing about, hey, I can help you get thousands of subscribers and blah blah this and blah blah that.
For sure.
And he has some type of thing where it'll post on, hey, let's be friends. He'll post comments on your videos, and if you befriend him back, it's some type of thing. I don't know exactly sure what he says. Also Tim and Tom. Yeah, I think I've seen the Tom one as well. But the Quartering put up a video or shared a video from another guy who's been researching it and looking into it. But I don't know how the whole deal is, but it's very nefarious, whatever it is. But they've had whole channels getting taken over by these bad people. Most definitely a scam, says Richard. Jeremy over at the Quartering made a video about it with the receipts. Yep, he sure did. He said if you interact with the account, your account gets hacked, says Evan. So luckily, I didn't interact with him at all. I whenever he would post whenever the comment would come up, love it or love your video, I'm like, oh, okay, and I thumbs up it, no big deal. But then when they said want to be friends, I'm like, I don't know. Is this Avery trying to do something to me? Trying to trick me into something? I always, whenever anybody says you want to be friends, my first thought is, what's Avery trying to do to me?
You're like, do you know me? Do you know who I am?
I would never even enter a fake account.
Actually, my first thought is my first thought is when somebody says, "Hey, you want to be friends?" is like, you obviously have not watched the videos. You don't know me at all. You don't want to be my friend. No, that's a bad thing.
Oh no,
that's true. Nobody.
Rick responded to Logan. He did. Oh no.
Did they hack his account?
Oh, I hope not. I looked at one account's page before blocking it. Kind of nervous now, says Blue Samurai. I just went through and deleted the comments that he had left, as I didn't want somebody else to like it and interact with it. This is Rick responded to Logan. Oh no, Rick, please tell me you didn't do that. Rest in pepperonis, Rick. I hope that didn't happen to Rick. Oh, he says, all I said was sure. Okay. You didn't go to his channel and follow his channel, did you? I think that's what starts it. But it's some type of thing where it's like, hey, I can help you get 1,000 subscribers. I'll tell you how or whatever. And he's doing it by just having some type of robo chain go out there and like videos and say, hey, want to be friends? Evan says, it's still interaction, Rick. And Rick says, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I'm not going to mess with it. And we lost Avery. It's all right. He said
we lost Avery.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he wasn't feeling well.
Yeah, he wasn't feeling well. Hey,
feel better, Avery.
Since he's gone, you want to look at some more comics?
Feel better, Avery. Oh, by the way, I'm going to give you a little bit of a prelude.
Oh yeah.
There are, and I won't show you anything. It can be done at another time.
Okay.
But there are some absolutely phenomenal pages up for auction soon.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Really good. So
Evan says Logan is the new Rona and Rick has it. Oh no. What's Avery's Twitter? I'm not sure. Is it his Studio 7.62? I'd look that up. Studio 7.62, or just put in Avery Butterworth. You should be able to find him that way. Evan says we should all social distance for our safety. Yes, I agree. Stay away from Avery. Stay away from Todd. Stay away from me.
I
don't care.
I've got a PhD in Hermit and a master's in social distancing.
Well, I was telling my boss that I had been going into the office, and he's like, "Why?" And I said, "Because there's nobody there. It's like the epitome of social distancing. There's nobody in the office." So, oh, here's Cross. Cross is coming in. What's up, Rick?
Hey.
What the heck are we looking at?
What is that?
Just my desk.
It's what?
It's his desk.
My desk.
your
Yes.
desk.
I have
Oh, it
that.
looks like a. It looks like just a big green blob. It's all
Yeah.
shiny and everything.
Yeah, the light's hitting off of it. Maybe I should put something up there. I don't know.
Blue Samurai says, or I'm preemptively blocked. Avery is smart. I don't think Avery blocks anybody.
I don't think every blocks anybody.
Rick is back from the dead. So how's your Canadian Shield coming along?
Good. The money's in the middle of being put into my bank account, so
Okay.
everything should be done for it to be sent out. Well, like for the book itself, by next Thursday. I'm supposed to get the money by. So
Okay.
then it's getting the envelopes, getting it printed, and all that. So
Okay.
hopefully by the end of middle of June, a month and a half, I think everything should be starting to be shipped out. Probably everything will be shipped out the first day. It's like 50 packages. So
Well, very good. Very good. Speaking of dirty, rotten scoundrels, has anybody here seen what John Delarose is doing?
Dude, that guy is just a
No.
sleazebag.
Okay, if
So are you talking about the Wrecked Planet parody?
yes, the
Dude,
Wrecked
that
Planet.
guy is he's so stupid. So dumb. It's the dumbest thing you could possibly do. It's so
But
lame.
what's so funny is I did this the other day. I just typed in Ethan Van Sciver in the search bar at Indiegogo, and believe it or not, John Delarose's project was the first thing that popped up on my search.
Of course.
And I'm like, what the heck is this? He lists the last time I saw him do one of these projects, he listed like everybody's name in it
Yep.
in order to get people to, when they do a search by name, it brings up his thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's showing off the bubble mailer shipping envelope. I wouldn't back anything that was being sent in a bubble
Yeah,
mailer.
it's like it looks like a joke. Like he's saying, "Look, it's going to be shipped in," and if you read it, it says, I'm not going to guarantee that it's going to come in mint condition, but these bubble wrap things are really nice." And I was like, "Is this a joke?"
Yeah,
But
he
it's
put down-
not. It's not. He's
he says-
serious.
if you love Cyberfrog, and he lists out all the different projects and everybody. So when you search for, like, if you searched for Bigfoot Bill, this would pop up in your Indiegogo search. This guy's such a creep.
Here's the thing. Yeah, read that. Note these.
Note, these are the shipping containers and no guarantee that it'll arrive in mint condition, but that's a pretty durable and tough. No, I
They're
don't
not
think so.
at all. And the artwork is horrible. Sorry, dude. I don't like ripping on artists, and I'm not. It's just not. It's not something I'm going to back for $10-20.
No.
But here's the thing. So, Andrew, you know this. I have a background not just in animation and comics, but in contemporary art.
Mm-hmm.
And there are professional sculptors and artists that will try to make parodies out of really famous artists that they can't stand because they're totally jealous of.
Right.
Okay, they'll like take a famous sculpture or a famous painting and they'll kind of like warp it to kind of say, yeah, fuck that guy, right? But here's where what like, I'm not even upset that he made this. He's an idiot, because what happens when here's what happens. You walk into a gallery or you go to an Indiegogo campaign and you see this. Guess what? What's the first thing you think of when you see that? You think of EVS. You think of Cyberfrog, right?
Yep.
The very first thing you think of. So because it's the very first thing you think of, you're literally the person making that pissy little, oh, I want to make a parody, but I'm really just jealous. Like, you're basically promoting. It just raises the star of the person you're pissing on.
You know what I just noted?
You know what I mean? Like,
I just thought it was-
wait, don't, like, just to finish the point. Do you remember
Okay.
back in the 90s? Do you remember all of the Spawn parodies?
Oh yeah,
Spoon,
all
and
the time.
all
the time.
that stuff. All that did was make Spawn and Todd McFarlane a legend. If you really hate Ethan Van Sciver, you just would leave him alone. The last thing you would do is waste your time and money making a parody book. He's just living in your head, dude.
Mm.
Anyway.
Well, I just realized, because I eventually found the right campaign, which was the Wrecked Planet,
Mhm.
and I noticed, hello, potential Indiegogo backers. Hello, potential Indiegogo backers. He used
Yeah.
the same exact wording.
Yeah.
Has John Delarose ever have an original idea in his head?
I mean, apparently
think
he's
so.
an author. I don't know, but he's,
Oh.
he was, I'm glad I never backed his original books. I came close before all the stuff came out, but I'm like, wow, man, you really got to dodge a bullet here or there when you're bagging people on crowdfunding campaigns.
He has stretch goals at $15,000.
But look, but here's the thing.
make
Okay,
that
so this is why this should never have been live. If I was the owner of the site, I mean, it's great that they made it live because you definitely want them to have low barrier. But you saw the mailer thing. The mailer thing to me was like, I was like, is this a parody? Read those stretch goals he had,
Okay, all right, let's go back to that.
and tell me if you think this is a real campaign.
Stretch goals. At $15,000, all versions of Robotoad Wrecked Mental come with a special collector's edition bookmark. At $25,000, chromium cover. At $50,000, all backers will receive a copy of Robotoad Blood Money, a comic book with art to be determined. At $60,000, all backers receive a promo trading card called Gamma, promo card called Backhole for $70,000. Let's do the Chromium Robotoad trading card if we reach 100K. At 125, let's do a Chromium Salamandroid trading card. At 150, let's do the Chromium Vicky-verse trading card. At 500K, all executive comic backers will receive the 2021 Robotoad wall calendar. And at 1 million, all the backers will be invited to a special party behind a pizza parlor. Yeah, that's not even funny.
It's not
I know that's
funny,
what you're going at.
and it doesn't seem real. It seems like he's just taking people's money. I'm sure he's going to fulfill. It does look legit. I'm not saying it's not, but it doesn't sound. It's not. He's just. There's no research in that. He's not actually saying, "Hey, I'm going to do a trading card." He literally just tried to copy whatever. He's like, "Oh well, if EVS did it, I can do it too." Right?
That's just really sad. But he made $4,000. Ethan made $858,000. So
Yeah. No, he's a wallflower.
I just saw that and was like, "What the heck?" I mean, but to be honest with you, if he wants to do it, let him do it. You know?
Oh, sure. It doesn't hurt anybody. It doesn't make anyone look bad except him. I mean, like, Ethan comes off as like being a normal person in comparison.
That's just really, I don't know. Rick, what you got going on in the background, man? Whatever it is, it's loud.
I think that's a cue to turn it off.
Evan says, I like ripping on artists. He says, Buttercup as mange is better than Spawn. Changed my mind. Nope, not going to do it. Not even going to try. Buttercup as mange? I don't know what that is. I'm sure it's a furry thing. Yeah, I think maybe he left.
Who?
Rick. He probably stepped out. Anyway, we've been going for an hour and a half, so we're probably going to... he says, I'll send you a link. Okay, please do, Evan. I appreciate it. So we're probably going to go ahead and wrap up. Once Rick comes back, we'll tell him. Rick, you still there?
I'm back.
Okay, well, we're getting ready to wrap up anyway, so... I know you rushed back for that, but... So what y'all got going on? Anything interesting happening this weekend?
No, not me.
No? Nothing?
I'm gonna make sure everything for Canadian Shield is ready to go this weekend. That way.
How's Dillard's part of that coming along? He's all finished with the art, right?
Yeah, he's all finished. I've just got to go over some colors for the last 3 pages.
Okay.
and then do maybe a quick run through just to double check everything for colors for the Canadian Shield.
Okay.
know,
Fant-
That way,
fantastic.
then next week when things come in, I get my mailer stuff, and then
All right. I don't know what this thing is that Evan just shared, but it actually looks kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
Evan, is this one of your characters?
No, it's literally Buttercup. That's from Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, when he said Buttercup, for some reason I was thinking of My Little Ponies. Jeez, I don't believe I did that. That's what I was thinking of was My Little
Dude,
Ponies. But now
I'll tell
that
you-
this makes so much more sense.
I'll tell you, man. It kind of makes me like. Oh, I totally forgot to tell you what happened this week. Like, I actually had a good. Okay, I'll tell you what happened. It ties in. This kind of stuff makes me want to like that comic style, the cartoon style, the early Cartoon Network style is so back in swing with some of these like Scholastic books.
Oh yeah.
It totally makes me want to like. I'm like, man, maybe I should bust out like the old school Cartoon Network style again. Not really.
If it's easier.
It's super easy. Well, I mean, I did it for 20 years, so. So, dude, let me tell you what happened today. Last week. This will be a good segment. You can chop this. Here,
All right, I'll let you talk.
Todd segment, beginning now.
This is another episode of Todd Thinks He's Funny.
No, it's not. It's not even funny.
Okay.
That was hilarious, though. I showed Melissa that, and she laughed her ass off.
The last one was the tattoo one, by the way.
Yeah, that was great.
That was
really
good.
funny. No, this isn't a Todd Thinks He's Funny segment. This is just something that happened. So I have to actually give credit. I woke up on Tuesday. I woke up on Tuesday, and I had a copyright strike on my YouTube channel.
You haven't posted a new video on your channel in a long time. Years.
It flagged a video from 2005. No, 2015. 2015.
For
And I was
5
like-
years ago. Okay.
Yeah, and I was like 5 years ago, and I was like, holy shit! And it was from Warner Brothers because my whole channel is my portfolio.
Right.
And it's all my animation stuff, and I was like, oh shit, okay, well whatever, one strike, I don't care. And whatever. I woke up Wednesday.
Now, it wasn't a copyright claim; it was a copyright strike.
Like
Okay.
2 more of these and you're gone.
And you're gone. Yeah. Okay.
I woke up Wednesday, and I had a second one.
Ooh.
A second copyright strike. This one was a video from 2013, and I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like,
You realize
and I started-
you gotta fight those.
well, I was freaking out because I was like, I've had copyright strikes before, but they were a long time ago, and it was for something that I didn't know. I mean, I totally had the right to put up, but I totally understood why they gave me a strike, so I took it down. You know what I mean? Like, because I was an animator on a pilot or like on a show, and I put the show up, and that was way long. That was years ago before it was obvious that you don't put an entire show up on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this was like years and years ago. So I didn't know the rules, and the rules weren't clear, and now I know better. But I was like, holy shit, like I gotta do something, because this is like, I don't know if this is a robot, I don't know if this is a person, I don't know what's going on. Andrew, are you still there? Am I just talking to myself?
Yeah, I'm still here. Hold on a second.
Oh my god. I'm in the middle of a story. I've got 2 strikes against my
Okay, sorry.
I've got 2 strikes against my YouTube channel. So the very first thing I do is like, look, I don't know if this is a human being, and it's from Warner Brothers. So I was like, I don't know if it's a human being or a robot. So I literally I woke up with a cup of coffee and went into my YouTube channel and made private my entire account.
Yeah,
without-
I noticed you only have 2 videos on your account right now.
Yeah, I made everything private, and I don't know. I was like, I don't even know if that's going to matter, because again, I don't know. I'm not a YouTuber, so I'm like, oh, making it private makes it safe versus taking it. Like, I have no idea.
No,
then-
private doesn't do it. They can still get it somehow.
Private doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, so then
I've done that. I did that with some. I put music to some video, and I didn't get a copyright strike, but copyright claim. Meanwhile, it's totally private, and I only shared it with like one person.
Yeah, okay. Well, then maybe because I had always had a bunch of videos private, stuff from my Marvel days that I always made private because I was like, well, I don't know. But if it doesn't matter, then I should make it all public.
Evan says private does nothing.
Private does nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
So I didn't know, but I was like, oh shit, I made everything private. And then I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't want my channel to be gone. So I went and I found the guy's email. It was
Mhm.
attached. And I went to LinkedIn and I saw who he was.
Did you recognize him?
No. He's
Oh,
like he's literally I don't know if it was I assume it was a machine algorithm that flagged me. It's just attached to his name because he's like the boss guy.
Right.
So I emailed him. And I was like, dude, hey, sorry to bother you. Look, I'm not trying to put up anything illicit. I totally understand why Warner Brothers would flag me, but the reason I have this up here is because it's my portfolio. I actually I animated and drew everything that's on my channel, and I use it for my portfolio. I use it to get work. And I originally got permission from the company that I created it for, and I got permission from Cartoon Network executives at the time.
Right.
Now I know that things have changed. That's why Warner Brothers is flagging me because they were part of AT&T and blah blah blah. And I was like, look, is there any way possible that you could like remove the copyright strike or do something because I'd hate to lose my channel over this. You know what I mean? And I was like, thank you for your time. Just a professional letter. Thank you for your time and consideration. Really appreciate it. Any thoughts would be appreciated. Sincerely, Todd. And he emailed me back and this was like, I assume it was West Coast time. Because I emailed him by that point it was like 8 p.m. And and he emailed back and he was like, what's the URL so I can put in for attraction. And I was like, "Oh, dude, thank you so much. I appreciate it." And then when he sent it to YouTube, he CC'd me on it.
Okay. Well, that was nice.
I was like, this guy, I know these guys probably get bad raps, and I'm sure it's like there's a lot of illicit characters out there like red flag and stuff. But I don't want to say anyone's name, But I just want to say that there are good people out there that actually at least give a shit enough. You know what I mean?
Now, did he give you any explanation, or did he just agree with what you said?
No. He wasn't. There was no like, oh, well, we flagged it because of this. He was just like, hey, he was really nice. He was just like, hey, what's the URL and channel? What's their channel? That was flagged. And when I guess he looked it up in his system, and because when he sent it to YouTube, it had the videos listed like, please remove the strike against these two videos.
Right.
And I just thanked him profusely. He was very nice, professional. Like I said, it was probably
It
was probably just an internal system that recognized. I don't know how it tracks. I don't know if it tracks imagery. I don't know if it tracks titles. My titles are really obscure because I kept the original internal, like the names we called them internally at the studio.
Mm-hmm.
So Powerpuff Girls would be PPG. Right. And if it was like the 15th one in the series, and if it was like September and the 15th one, it'd be like PPG, S32, or, you know what I mean? Like it has like just a naming convention based on like if it was like Christmas promo, it'd be Chris Pro or something, like really shorthand naming conventions.
Blue Samurai says this story was so heartwarming.
Whatever, man. Whatever, dude. Like I fully expected like a channel that I've had the channel since 2006. I've been on YouTube since 2006. I'm an OG that's never uploaded anything.
Evan says, hang on, Todd worked on PPG?
Yes.
Didn't you do commercials for them?
I did a lot. I did
Yeah.
bumpers. I did promos. I worked on the movie. Like my artwork's on like the bonus stuff all over the DVD stuff. The DVD release, like the bonus material.
Oh.
I did a bunch of like all the special stuff with Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Laboratory, all the Cartoon Network stuff of the 90s.
Evan says, and he doesn't know who Buttercup is. Kick
I
him.
know
It
who
was
Buttercup
me.
is.
It was me
Andrew
who didn't.
that
It was
didn't know.
me that didn't know. That was all me.
That was
all me.
Andrew. Don't put me under the bus, bro.
Actually, because and the reason was I own the My Little Pony movie. I don't own the Powerpuff Girl movie.
Chump.
So I was going under that reference. And
Look,
everything is my fault.
Everything is all private. If I go into my YouTube account and the strike is removed, I'll just turn everything public again. And then Monday, Evan, I'll show you. I'll push the link so you can check it out. It's got all my. I mean, I've got a couple hundred commercials and stuff.
You guys need to realize that everything Avery has ever said about me is 100% true. Just kidding.
Whoa!
Don't believe anything he says. That
Evan says you're reprieve, Todd.
that was a nice heartwarming story.
I think so, because these guys have such a bad rap. And I told Melissa, I mean, I gotta be honest. Like I told Melissa, no, this guy's probably a slime bag. Look at his smarmy smile, and I was absolutely wrong. He was it wasn't like, hey man, no, so sorry. Like he wasn't, the guy was like the head of the global whatever service. And I'm like, man, like enforcement service or something.
Well, honestly, you're kind of lucky because I've heard of people reaching out to people that strike them and so forth, and you get some company that doesn't know anything about you. They're just striking things left and right.
Yep.
You're lucky that you actually got somebody who took what you said, agreed with it, and did what they could to, rectify the situation.
Like high up at Warner Brothers. That's the point.
Probably looked them up a little bit, Probably.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like he's not a known entity. Todd is a known entity at a Cartoon Network. So
I mean, well, I used to be.
It wouldn't be very difficult to look you up.
No, it wouldn't. But it was just really it was pleasant. It made my week because it really, I was like, oh man, people don't suck this week. That's nice. Because I mean, there's what I was afraid of. I was like, what if I email this guy? I mean, there was a couple things. I was like, well, what if I email him and he sees all this other stuff on my account and he's like, oh, actually, we got to flag all 10 of these things. You know what I mean? Like, and then I was like, I told Melissa, I was like, oh my God, I just privatized everything. What if he thinks I'm trying to hide something? Or what if I turn my account back on public and then it's going to pop in the system? Like, he's like, oh, I didn't see this on your account. Like, I'm not trying to break any rules. It's not, look, eventually I'm probably just have to move everything off of YouTube. Which would suck because I have a couple million views on there. But
Kodiak series says, I just overflowed my god dang pond with chlorine water.
You gotta stop drinking those there's aquarium pills, bro.
Kodiak, you gotta. Yeah, he puts this in here, and then Evan says, "Why is Kodiak using the ejaculate emoji?" Because he's pissed. He's pissed. I have $1,000 worth of fish and plants in it, dude. That sucks. So Kodiak, you coming by the store this weekend? If you can, that'd be cool. If you can't, it's no big deal. But I got comics for you.
Well, I can tell you, I'm not coming by.
I think Todd would agree with you. He's not coming by either.
I'm not coming by this weekend.
Not this weekend. I will be sitting on the edge of my seat in anticipation for when you do arrive.
Hold on, I have something for you. Hold on, because I did promise this. Let me just find.
What did you
promise? In my media account, in my comics folder, in my comic art scans folder. Where's Ed McGuinness, right? It was Nova. I think I have it. Did I have it here?
Kodiak says, we're broke this weekend, but we'll be by soon. I told you don't have to have money to come by my store.
Oh, I don't have my Nova things in here. Okay, never mind. I thought I had Nova in here.
Yeah, to be honest with you, if Kodiak came by my store, I'd take good care of him. If Avery came by my store, I'd charge him up the ass for everything he looked at.
You do what?
Nothing. Nothing. He's not listening. He's not here. I'm not worried about it. I'm not afraid of that big old guy.
Hold on.
Never have been.
I'll share
Are
this.
you going to hurry up? Because we're wrapping up. We were actually supposed to wrap up 20 minutes ago, and we're still talking.
I couldn't find the Nova thing, but this will do.
Yeah, I remember that one. Ed McGuinness knows how to draw really big dudes. The Hulk, anybody really big, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kodiak says, it takes money to get to you, you dummy. I guess that's kind of true. You are on the other side of the world from me. He's like, you're like a whole city away. That is absolutely true. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. I hope everybody has a great weekend. If anybody's able to come by the store, come by and see me because I'll be there. And I appreciate everybody coming in. Avery, Rick, Todd, appreciate you guys coming by and saying hi, and everybody out there in the chat. And we'll catch you all on Monday.
Later, guys.
Good night, everybody.